Do these three things now, and the universe will answer you immediately. No matter if it is an answer you are looking for or the wish you have been waiting for so long. Welcome to Spirita Vivo. What is the best way to contact the universe? Do I have to pay attention to a few things so that my wishes manifest as quickly as possible? But I wouldn't say I like complicated things.
In today's podcast, we want to clarify 3 things you should know when you order from the universe so that it can work. We want to talk about things you can use to get answers from the universe, from the higher power or whatever you want to call it. Because often our brain's capacity is not enough to get the big answers and find new ways to manifest. Whether it's clarity on the next step, the next alignment, the next thing you do, or whether it's the answer to a desire you've had for a long time. Often our brain is overwhelmed by this because it can't think that far, and it is in these moments I can access the infinite knowledge, the infinity of the universe. You have to imagine the universe has created everything, or this energy. Behind it, I'm not talking about the cosmos. When I say universe, I mean the energy of life. This energy creates everything. The energy flowing through your heart right now and making your heart pump with every second, whether you think about it or not. The energy of life that makes sure that an acorn in the ground can become a huge tree, that makes sure that nature unfolds, the energy that is the cause for the universe or the cosmos becoming bigger and bigger. We can access this energy, the infinite intelligence. We want to show you 3 ways, 3 things you have to do to make this work, and especially point number 3 will amaze you. Let's start with point number 1. To get answers, you have to change something in yourself. You have to imagine that the universe, this intelligence, actually works very easily by just responding to you, responding to your vibration. You get daily responses to the energy you feel every day. That's all. It's not like there's a giant bearded man up there saying you're good, so you'll get a lot of money, or you're bad, so you'll get less money. There's not a human being up there or anything, but it's like an infinite being which reacts instead of acting. Examples. You send out a vibration, let's say the vibration of lack. You say or think, I have too little, I am sad, everything annoys me. The universe, metaphorically speaking, receives the signal lack and says to itself, so I react with lack. Here is a new situation. You have to pay a bill you didn't expect because you want a lack. In the opposite case, here you are in abundance, joy and happiness, and the universe gets your signal and says to itself, okay, abundance, all right. Here is your gift of money, which you didn't expect. That means the universe is just reacting. And the best way to get a response is to raise your vibration by enjoying what you have right now. This one word, gratitude. And that speaks so much against what we have learned in our society. Society tells us we don't have enough. You have to be more beautiful. You have to be richer. You have to be better. And you have to have more. That means lack and scarcity everywhere. Just look at what is shown on television. It is suggested to you that you feel 99% lack. And why? Because they earn a lot of money with it. Imagine that the whole of humanity would be in abundance. The whole of humanity would not live in lack. Then 80% of all companies would go bankrupt because they are based on the fact that you feel lack, and out of lack you buy a new makeup, a new car, a new whatever. And that's the exciting thing about what we're allowed to change. When you start to enjoy what you have right now, no matter what it is, to enjoy, to feel, to be grateful, to be happy about it, you raise your vibration, and you will automatically get more of it. You have a job that brings you joy. It's not the perfect job, but it gives you joy. Enjoy it and be grateful for the joy that you have a job at all. that you earn money. You have an apartment that is good but could be better. Enjoy that you have an apartment at all, that you have this apartment, a place where you feel safe. Enjoy what you have, and you automatically raise your vibration. It's so simple. We haven't been taught it yet, and then as your vibration increases, the universe responds to you with the things you desire. The higher power, the universe, gives you answers to questions that you have wished for or with the fulfillment of your wishes. You have to imagine one thing. Now, if we take the example of answers, you might as well apply that to desires. Is this: you're looking for an answer to a particular question. For example, I'm wondering what I'm going to do next. I quit my job or want to quit my job, but I'm still determining what will come next. You're looking for that answer. You wish for that answer from up there. But the answer is on a different vibrational level than the question itself. What do I mean by that? I'm asking this particular question because I want clarity, but I'm feeling unclear right now, which means the moment you ask, you're unclear. That's the vibration called ambiguity. But the answer is on the vibration called clarity on another level. That means that as long as you remain in ambiguity, you won't be able to get the answer because the ambiguity vibration is down there, and the clarity vibration is up here. It just goes past each other and you can't access the answer. Even if I told you, you would need help understanding the answer because the vibrations run side by side. How can you change it to receive the right answer? You may raise your vibration to the level of clarity. In other words, even though you're not clear yet, you start to get into that vibration by enjoying what's there and the clarity that's already in your life. And then suddenly something happens where you say, wow, how did that happen now? How was that possible now? And suddenly feels clear. That was point number 1. Enjoy what is there. Point number 2. To receive answers, give yourself the space to receive to be able to receive answers. What do I mean by that? Humans are creatures of habit. We have certain routines that automatically repeat themselves daily. Think about what repetitive ways of doing things your parents had that you just adopted. If I look at myself, one example of a habit would be that it was normal for us to meet every evening at a fixed time for dinner and eat together at the dining table. That was perfectly normal. That means that I had once inherited this habit from my parents. I don't think about these and other habits anymore. I do it in my family today, and probably you have also adopted fixed routines, habits that you don't have to think about. They happen every day. You get up, shower, have breakfast, go to work, whatever. Most of our day is a series of habits. The reason for this is that our brain creates habits in order not to consume too much energy. Imagine that you have to think beforehand every time you brush your teeth. Okay, what is the next thing I must do when brushing my teeth? How do I have to move my hand, etc.? Something like that would cost an incredible amount of energy in the aggregate. That's why our brain creates and stores habits. But if you're in these habits, every day the same thing happens. You can't get any new ideas, thoughts, or answers because the door to your mind is closed. You're trapped in your cycle and nothing happens there. But we can change that. The thing that has worked best for me is to regularly take the space to completely zoom out. To zoom out of my life. To look at my own life from a different angle. And how? Just go to an Airbnb or another apartment, completely out of your familiar environment, and leave your cell phone at home, even your laptop. Just be there in this new environment and expect new impulses. You will likely regain great clarity. By jumping out of your usual environment, leaving your usual things aside and clearing your mind, you have created new ideas, thoughts, and the space for something new to come to you. Because when you're in your everyday life, you're just functioning. You need more space for new clarity to come to you. But when you are completely outside of your familiar environment, perhaps in another city or apartment, then completely new impulses can come. You can create this space for yourself. You don't have to fly on vacation. You can make sure that, for example, you say, "I'll stay at home. I won't go to work," if you do it on a weekend day. And then you do everything differently than usual. Put your cell phone away and simply give yourself the space to receive. You will see there come ideas, thoughts, and answers to your questions that you would not have expected. Point number 3 may stump you because only a few do this, even though it is so simple. Ask for the answer. It could read it in the Bible. Ask, and it will be given to you. Just ask for the answer you are looking for. Because what do we do most of the time? We try to find the answer by thinking some more until our head almost explodes. But that doesn't work. You have to imagine what your brain is. Your brain is like a huge memory. When you were born, your memory was relatively empty. Among other things, a few shortcuts represented some of your character traits and some behavior patterns stored at that time. This memory has been filled since then with beliefs, thoughts, possibilities, and rules from your parents, society, and company that means it is filled up more and more. Based on what your brain has been filled with, your brain begins to make decisions. But there is nothing more than what has been filled in there. In other words, the limit of your brain is what you have experienced so far. When I tell someone, I have a great business idea that others are already turning over $100,000 a month with, the reaction from my counterpart is almost always the same. Complete disbelief, incomprehension, and shaking of the head. Because this person cannot imagine such a thing as possible. It is like a short circuit in their brain. Your brain is limited by this, which is based on your own beliefs. Often also by your own experience or non-experience. That means you can only draw the answers you have picked up or learned somewhere from your brain, but beyond that, there is nothing. In the universe, in the infinite intelligence, all the answers you could wish for are stored up there. All the answers, just everything. That's the beauty of it. If you ask for it instead of just thinking about it and are willing to receive that answer to come to you, all by itself, without you doing anything for it, you will get answers, whether clarity, whether you want a new idea, even business ideas. You will know that you will always get the right answer from above in this way because with a deep trust in yourself and the universe, you will always know that it is right. You will never get an answer from the universe. That is not right. That's the exciting thing. Ask for the answer. Just go into the energy, into the intention. That is, you send the intention out and end your request by saying, I desire this answer to this. I'm ready to receive anything, and then see what happens. Those are the 3 things you can do to get answers from the universe immediately so that it delivers to you what you desire. If you've been inspired and enjoyed today's podcast, please feel free to give us a thumbs up. We would appreciate it very much. Thank you, and see you soon on our channel.